Obama says Joe Biden is VP. Ha ha ha, so funny. Said it was a joke. Is it really? We'll find out. Plus, we're going to review the secret language performed by Obama today, April 5th, 2022. They are whispering words, mouthing words for elites who are trained lip readers. All of them are. Obama's turn. Look at his mouth. He made so much mouth movement before you even heard him say hello.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat.
Do you think he said thank you, everybody? Have a seat. Have a seat. Well, think again, because it's not what he said.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you, everybody. Have a seat. Have a seat. Thank you.
Think he said thank you? Well, think again. Listen closely, there's no T.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
The evil witch in brown is signing how to spell what he just said. She makes an Egyptian sign for Ankh. He said ink you.
Thank you. Vice President.
That is a very close form of the Egyptian sign in ASL for Egyptian.
Vice President.
The reason she did that is because it helps with the spelling, because Ankh is Egyptian and he said Ankh you, as in Ankh you. Now you know how to spell it.
Thank you.
Ankh you or Ankh you is 570. April 10 is 570. Earlier, the code was I had to sound that out very carefully, and that's what I got. Let's look that up. Where I found a code within a code with April 10 within it.
Thank you.
You hear how they twist words to disguise them to make them sound like words we use, but when you really sound out the phonetics, you can work out each sound that was made. Here, listen again. There is no guessing. It is what I showed you. He just coded Ankh U or Ankh U, which equals April 10th. And here we find a code within a code with April 10th. This is how they do it. Take out April 10th to get the remainder of the code. And then the remainder of the code states April 10th, the first part of the code. The remainder of the code equals the last days of Great Tribulation. I added them together to 102, and that equals AQ buoy have C, which is exactly what he said, trying to twist the words to make it sound like he said, thank you, have a seat, have a seat. They're very sneaky. He said, Ankh you. She made an Egyptian hand sign. Ankh is Egyptian. Okay? So they knew how to spell it. Ankh you is equal to April 10th.
Thank you. Have a seat. Thank you. Vice President Biden, Vice President, Vice President Biden, Vice President.
That, my people, was a word puzzle. He said Vice President Biden, and then he said Vice President. Okay. The way a word puzzle works is you put in Vice President Biden, okay? And then he said Vice President. So we're going to take out the letters that make that sound. And what remains is DET Biden. We're going to remove Biden, and we see the remaining letters is DET right there. DET is 109, and that is what he meant to say. April 10th is 109, Nissan 9. Okay, that was a word puzzle. That's why he repeated himself, but switched it up the second time around. Vice President, Vice President. If you use the word puzzle and remove Vice President, the only letters left is DET. DET equals 109, and 109 is April 10th. He is using another way to code April 10th to be very specific that he does actually mean April 10th. We're going to do it one more time. He deals with dark sentences just like the Bible said he would. We put in Vice President, and now we're removing Vice President. And what we're left with is DET when we remove those sounds. Okay, we're going to remove Biden because that's not what the word puzzle meant. It meant this 109 number here, and that is exactly why he did that word puzzle. Is there a coincidence that he said Ankh you and she made an Egyptian hand sign? Ankh comes from the Egyptians, and so we know the spelling of what he meant to say was Ankh you. Ankh you is equal to April 10th. Disregard what's scrolling there on the screen. It's just there for the background. That was our first clue of April 10th. Our second clue of the April 10th is what I deduced from the phonetics of the words that he was twisting, trying to get us to believe that he was saying something else. When sounded out and slowed down, I showed you the phonetics that were used, and it included a code that was for April 10th and a code that had something to do with the tribulation days starting, okay? The third evidence of him pointing to April 10th, I just showed you. So far we have 3 occurrences of Nissan 9, April 10th.
Thank you. Vice President Biden.
Biden is making a point to play with his wristwatch and let it dangle. He's obviously pointing to his watch.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Biden kept messing around with his wristwatch as the witch in the brown suit was making some hand signs. Wristwatch equals 2191. The rapture of God's wife, 410, equals 2191. Folks, we can only hope that this is true. We're weary. If this is not true, I am very sorry. I'm just pointing out and I'm warning you what I'm seeing. They obviously are doing this fiasco for some reason. We have not seen him in a long time. Okay? So he shows up a few days before April 10th, and we'll have to see why. Maybe this will give you a little bit of hope. Just hold on for a few more days. I really hope this is it, guys. We're just going to have to see.
Day here in New York City, Wednesday, April 6th. Nothing but gloom outside. Nothing. Gloom outside. Nothing.
Vice President Biden, Vice President Biden, Vice President. Vice President Biden, Vice President Biden, Vice President.
So we are left with DED when we remove the sounds Vice President from Vice President. That is 109. 109 is April 10th. Nissan 9 is 109. It corresponds to April 10th. You just saw Ryan code 247. 247 is the gematria for Nissan 9.
April 6th, nothing but gloom outside. Nothing.
I really like Composto.
People are wearing bright colors to combat that shot outside today, right?
Super
Including
cute.
us.
Yeah. I really like Composto's sweater.
Well, people are wearing bright colors to combat that shot outside today, right?
Super
Including
cute.
us.
Yeah. Yeah. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. Give us a break. And he goes, I just, you know, I wanted you to be prepared.
Yeah,
I go, I'm prepared for awful every day. There's like 4 days. There's like 4 days.
Have a seat, have a seat. Thank you. Vice President. Vice President. Everybody have a seat, have a seat. Thank you. Have a seat, have a seat. Thank you. Vice President.
Mid-August,
that are
where I go,
unlawful?
oh, guys, we don't even have to worry.
This was our reaction to the weather this morning. We didn't want to put our heads up. George and I woke up to it and just wanted to hide. George and I woke. George and I. Woke up to it and just wanted to hide. Just didn't want to leave. Didn't want to go. Out into. You know, in Southern California,